A former girlfriend accused him of carving an X into her chest with a box cutter, but now she's the one facing jail time. The arrest of a 19-year-old woman today comes after we first shared the story of Christopher Prokopia and how a selfie saved him from possibly going to prison. Tony Plahetsky has an update on how police have now charged her with lying about the whole thing.
Christopher Prokopia knows what it's like to be accused of a crime he didn't commit.
It was terrible. It was heartbreaking. It felt like nobody could believe me. Nobody wanted to believe me.
He also knows the feeling of vindication.
It's such a gratifying feeling.
Now he's pursuing justice.
I want her to realize the pain she has caused me.
We first told you Christopher's story last month. It was soon shared around the world. A story of how he felt guilty until proven innocent and how a selfie saved him from prison. Last year, a woman he dated 4 years ago in high school called Temple police and told them Christopher had just broken into her home and sliced her with a box cutter. Detectives took these pictures of her injuries, but now police agree it never happened. On the night 19-year-old Faith Cox claimed Christopher assaulted her, he was at an event in Austin more than 60 miles away. He posed in a photo that helped convince prosecutors of his innocence and to drop the charges. On Tuesday, authorities charged Cox with making a false report to police. She faces up to 180 days in jail if convicted. Christopher spent 10 months working to get his case thrown out, all the while facing the possibility of 99 years in prison if he didn't.
Unbelievable. All right, so he was facing 99 years. That's pretty crazy. That doesn't sound real. 99 years for what? It's like it wasn't enough for her to claim that he did that to her, but she had to like throw in a breaking and entering charge as well. Unbelievable. And she was 19 years old. This guy was going to face 99 years. Here's the thing, man. If you go online and you look up, gee, which gender is more empathetic? Which one has more empathy? You're going to get countless articles and studies from gynocentric links or sources, tons of CNN, tons of Guardian, these types of things, all claiming that women are so damn empathetic. And I know there's plenty of men out there who are reading these things and hearing that and just thinking, you know, that is not my experience at all. And personally, I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that women are more empathetic at all. You know, maybe it's gendered, maybe it isn't. But personally, for me, I believe men are taught to be selfless, and then many women today have sort of been raised and brought up on the idea to be selfish. And then seeing the ridiculous amounts of false accusations and essentially like a complete lack of empathy for the men that these accusations are affecting, I don't buy it. I don't buy it that women are more empathetic. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at one second. And, you know, here's the thing with me is that, like in my life, I've noticed that when I'm able to feel a lot of empathy for a person, usually it's when I in the past have gone through what that person is currently experiencing. And so, since I believe and I have noticed in my life that women are sometimes sort of shielded from certain hardships in life, whether that's from parents, boyfriends, teachers, guidance counselors, institutions, these types of things. I believe that all that coddling that these women are getting and experience from an early age, I believe that impacts their ability to feel empathy for people because they've never gone through what certain people are going through. They've never been there. They're not able to put themselves in their shoes because a lot of them have been somewhat coddled and lived privileged lives. And so I believe that affects their empathy. And, you know, on top of that, the fact that the modern world teaches them to be extremely selfish and do what's right for them, I don't buy it. I don't buy the empathy. I just don't. I don't believe it.
She is not a person in my life anymore. I'm finally done with her, and I can move on with my life and feel great about it.
With his name now cleared, Christopher says he plans to join the Navy. He also wants to possibly start a nonprofit called What About Me to help people just like him, accused of a crime they didn't do. He also wants to focus on healing the emotional scars of an ordeal that never should have happened.
It's going to be a long journey, but I hope to get to a good endpoint.
Christopher says he still has no idea why Cox made the report to police in the first place. Her attorney said today that he would...
Because she's cuckoo. That's why she did it. Doesn't really take much more thought than that. And it's many women like her running around today.
not comment on that aspect of the case. Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.
So this also, if you kind of go down the rabbit hole that I've gone down to find this video, you are going to be recommended so many videos similar to this, of women falsely accusing and then getting exposed, some of them going to jail, some of them not. It just opens your eyes. Not too long ago, I went to church not too long ago, and I'm not saying that I'm religious or identify as that, but I did go to church. And it's funny how this pastor, I think that's what you call him, he was telling a story in the Bible, and it was about this woman who falsely accused this guy of doing you know what to her. And it just reminds me, this has been a card in these women's pocket for so long. They've been using this for so long, and it's so funny how we still, I mean, not myself included, and perhaps not yourself, but it seems like overall we haven't yet figured out oh yeah, women will lie about this stuff. And then you get the ridiculous feminist movements of believe all women. What do you mean believe all? Why would we do that? You imagine there being a movement believe all men? It wouldn't happen. And yet for some reason believe all women. I think it comes from a lot of men perceiving women to be like their mothers, these sort of angelic creatures that will nurture them and won't harm them. And it's just, we don't, no. Only people who get unconditional love from women are children whose mother is providing that to them. And so a lot of men run around, and people in general, right? Not just men, women too. They run around thinking that women are super empathetic, super nurturing, angelic creatures who can do no wrong because they have this image in their mind of their mother. Oh, my mom is so great. Well, she's a woman. She always loved me so unconditionally. She wouldn't harm a fly. She's so nurturing. This Mother Teresa archetype. And then you get women like her accusing a guy of Xing her up with a fucking box. You know what? That's just crazy. So also wanted to play this clip here. Woman admits lying about DV, domestic, sending innocent husband to 10 months in jail. Let me adjust this here.
So you didn't do anything wrong here?
I don't feel like I did, no. I mean, he took, my love and the vows that I made to him when we got married and totally tromped all over that for the first year of our marriage. Disrespected me, disrespected my home, disrespected our marriage.
Okay, I understand why you feel justified for putting him in jail. I'm just asking if you ran a red light in putting him in jail. Did you make statements that weren't true?
I may have said that there was punching or hitting, and there was not that to my recollection.
You
but there was.
Maybe say it. You
To my
either said it or
recollection.
you didn't. You either said he hit me and punched me, or you didn't. Did you
I
say
did.
You did.
I did.
And did he hit you and punch you?
No,
Okay.
not to my recollection.
You knew it wasn't true when you said it, though. I mean, let's be honest.
Yes.
You knew.
What is there to be smiling about? What are you laughing about? This is a serious matter. There's no reason to be laughing. It's disgusting. Come on now. Zero. Oh, they're the more empathetic gender, really.
It wasn't true when you said it, right?
Yes.
So you made a conscious decision to embellish the story,
Yes.
and that's a lie. I'm not saying this isn't the biggest creep in the world and you shouldn't divorce him before dark today. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that he's not mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, and even physically abusive. He may deserve to be under the jail. Whatever. I'm not saying that you should put up with that at all under any theory.
Look at what he's doing right now. Just to say an ounce of truth, he has to give all of this garbage, bullshit, prefacing it. I'm not saying this, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying this or that. Just come out and say it, man. And why do you think he feels like he has to do this? Just tell the woman some truth. Why are you still pointing the finger at how awful this guy might be when this woman just admitted to lying and getting this innocent man sent to jail for 10 months? And now you still feel the need to shit on him to tell her some truth? What is this? This is how you treat children. Stop it.
Whatsoever. What I'm asking you is, did you or did you not file a false police report when you said that he punched you and hit you, and you knew at the time that he did not?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a long way of coming around to saying, yeah, I lied to the police and got put in jail.
Yeah, funny, isn't it funny? And when it comes to that first clip we just watched, imagine how many men out there that didn't have that social media photo, didn't have a rock solid alibi, didn't believe these men when they said she's lying. How many? I mean, I'm looking at my recommended feed over here on the right, and it's just, man wrongly accused speaks out, a life of shame, father's wrongful conviction, Monzel rejects her apology because of her false accusation. Innocent man sent to jail for rape by his own fiance. Man wrongfully accused, exonerated after 5 years. And yet, yeah, believe all women, believe all women. This guy in the first clip was facing 99 years, apparently. I don't know why. And what did she get? 180 days? I mean, to be totally frank, I'm surprised she got any jail time. Aren't you? I mean, that's pretty rare. Yeah, another one. Falsely accused. My 2-year nightmare. Oh, they're more empathetic, really. I don't buy it. Can't gaslight me into believing it either with your phony articles and studies. Who knows? The one proving that men are more empathetic probably got scrubbed. Yeah, and that Dr. Phil clip is gross. Oh, you think anything happened to her? Doubt it. Anyways, hopefully this video gets pushed, but I totally doubt it. It's probably going to get yellow $sign demonetized. But we'll see. Anyways, leave a like and subscribe.